Sarah Cody is a news anchor, a reporter, an MC extraordinaire, and now an author. She's here to talk about her premiere book called Around Every Corner of Connecticut, 100 Towns to Explore Every Season. Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Ann, and thanks for having me here. You are one of my inspirations with this book writing thing.
Well, we can't do enough writing, right? We've got to write books, we've got to write all that other stuff. Yeah. All right, let's get to the meat of the matter here. This is an amazing guidebook that has so much in it. What made you write it?
Well, I always wanted to write a book. I'd written for newspapers, I'd written for magazines, and having a book was kind of a bucket list thing for me. I write in the dedication that my dad was kind of my hero, and he always wanted me to write a book. We talked about it a lot, so it was always a goal.
All right, so as we're reading every passage of this, as I said, there's so much detail, including websites on where to go. How much did you labor over every passage that went into this?
I mean, you've written a book. You labor over it, right? You go over it and over it.
It's like having a child.
It is like, it's like my baby now, for sure. I labored over it, you know, but in a really fun way. It felt like what I'd done before in terms of travel reporting, just, you know, times 100.
Because that's your love.
Yeah, I do. I love
You and I share that.
Yeah, right. I love Connecticut. I love all the spots. I have done a lot of reporting on the tourism sites. I've also taken my kids all around to the different destinations. So yes, it's a passion, for sure.
All right, something that was very important to you was to include something about special needs for folks that go to these places. Tell me about that.
Right. So in addition to all the tourism reporting that I've done, I've also done a lot of reporting on special needs issues. So I wanted to include that in the book in terms of places that were accessible and how they were accessible. So I think that makes the book a little bit different and stand out. So some of the historic homes have had trouble with becoming ADA compliant because, you know, if it disturbs the historic nature of the destination, sure, they can't really do it. But I thought it was really interesting. Since I wrote the book, the Stowe Center, the Harriet Beecher Stowe Center, this summer is embarking on a massive renovation project, making everything more ADA accessible. You can see there the driveways, the walkways. It's a grant-funded project. And those were the kinds of things that we talked about in the book. And more of it is happening for those with special needs.
Talking about some of the places that we can visit in Connecticut, let's talk about Faulkner's Island. Yes. So gorgeous in the lighthouse.
Well, you and I both live on the shoreline. Have you seen Faulkner's Island up the coast there? You see the little red building, the little red house in Guilford, and then the island. I was always kind of fascinated with it and had never been there. And it's really difficult to get out there. Did you know that?
Only a couple times a year, right?
So last year, not even. So last year when I was writing the book, I managed to get out on a public tour and take these pictures, but there hadn't been one since 2007. And there's not going to be one again this year because of the wind and the waves. It's just really hard to get people out there. So I do feel like with this book, I call this book kind of a tourism book with a personal spin. I do feel like it's a guidebook, but also if you can't get to these places, you know, pick it up and experience it with me. There's some great pictures of the lighthouse out there.
And speaking of photos, you took them all yourself, correct?
I took 75% of them myself.
That's enough.
Close enough, right?
Yeah, right? Yes. You wrote it and then you took the photos too.
Yes.
Is there another book in you? I know you're just starting to tell folks about this book. Can you do it again? Because it's a lot.
You know, it is a lot. And I was actually just telling you that in the makeup room.
Yes.
It's a lot. But I think so. I mean, it's been really fun. It's still kind of new. And I don't know if people realize, you know, you take that time to write it, and then there's kind of that gap while it's being published, and now it's a whole other project marketing it and getting out there and doing the author talks, which I have a bunch coming up.
Correct.
So it's a lot, but I think so.
There's nothing like getting that box and there is your book.
You told me that and you were right. Opening that box and holding that book for the first time. Very exciting.
Sarah, congratulations, and I hope it all goes well. And if you haven't picked it up, you should. Around Every Corner of Connecticut. It is terrific. There we are.
Thanks so much, Ann. Appreciate it.
And if you want to know more about Sarah's book, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.